we welcome Jacoby Shaddix of Papa Roach. To speak with Jacoby, call the toll-free Rockline at 1-800-344-ROCK. That's 1-800-344-7625. One number toll-free from anywhere in the U.S. or Canada. And now, let's welcome our guest. The Connection is the newest album from Papa Roach, and in its first half year of life, it has done very, very well for the band. Tonight, it's time to catch up and see what's swinging with the Northern California-based band as we say hello to Jacoby Shaddix. How you been?
Fantastic, man. I'm stoked. I'm just on a little bit of a break in between tours, and just keeping it mellow, keeping it chill, keeping it relaxed.
You guys were out with Stone Sour for a while, right?
Yeah, man. We did a European tour, and it was awesome, man. It was epic. We had such a great time with those guys, and we had so much fun. We decided we wanted to do the United States together, and we did a quick little jaunt through the States. And it was awesome, man. We had such a great time, and good friends with those guys. And so it was cool to meet back up on tour with those cats years later, because we toured with them back in the day with Slipknot, and just cool to see them, years later and catch up with each other and still see each other killing it.
Now, how early in the career of you and Papa Roach did you tour with them? It goes back quite a ways, right? Oh
yeah, I'd say back in 2000, 2001.
Oh man,
I think we did Ozfest with Slipknot. And so that was quite a ill, crazy, debaucherous summer. Oh gosh,
aren't they all?
Yeah, people getting tied up, weird stuff happening.
Man, velvet handcuffs, bring them on. Last time you joined us, about 6 months or so ago, you'd recovered from vocal cord surgery, and a word is that you're doing really fine now and killing it on the live shows. Is that the case?
Yeah, man. Europe was the first tour that I went out and sang on, and I was pretty hesitant. I was a little kind of tripping, but I did all the warm-ups and came back really strong. And we started the tour in Russia, and I worked it in for a couple days, and I was just slaying it. And by the time we hooked up, I'm a god as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so she teaches us guys that aren't traditionally the most conventional or proper or appropriate style vocalists. Like we don't use our vocal cords how you're supposed to. So she teaches us how to beat them up and warm them up and work them to our best of our ability.
So she's not really teaching you to sing. You guys all know how to do that. She's teaching you to preserve your voice and get the best.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Also just some breathing techniques
mm-hmm.
and warm-up techniques. And also, when I sing live now, my voice is it's a little more clearer, not as raspy. And that's just by choice. I can make it raspy if I want, but that's kind of what's damaging my voice a little bit. So it's just a little bit more clarity. I can still scream my guts out, and that's I'm stoked about that. That's one thing I was kind of worried about. Like, can I get up there and scream? And my scream is just on point.
Oh,
so
man.
I really feel blessed. I can't be any. I'm just totally grateful to be able to still be singing and still be performing, because it's like, this is my calling, man. This is what I believe I'm on this earth to do, to make music and to connect people through music, and it's just it's a blessing to be able to do that.
It is so great that was not taken away from you, and in fact enhanced, and finding the right doctor sure is important, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, you hear about these guys that go in and get these surgeries and their voices are just wrecked afterwards. Somebody was telling me about the lady who was in that movie, The Sound of Music. She had like that $1 million voice, and
mm-hmm.
she went in and got the surgery, and she couldn't sing anymore after that. And that's like, I could not imagine going through that. So yeah, I went to this guy down in Beverly Hills, Dr. Sugarman, and he took care of me. He took care of me right, and he just told me, hey, bro, just have faith. Everything's going to be all right, So it was definitely like a faith builder for me as well, like, all right, talking to the man upstairs. I hope you're listening, man, because I need you right now, man. And, I just had to have faith that I was going to be all right. And, I came out on the other side, and I'm all right.
So good to hear. We are currently accepting your calls for Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach, toll free 1-800-344-ROCK. It's 1-800-344-7625. The new single from the album The Connection is Where Did the Angels Go? I read that was kind of a cathartic writing process for you, with some tears rolling down the cheeks and some real soul searching.
Oh yeah, most definitely. This whole process of making this record was soul searching, and I was in a very, very, very dark place when I was writing this record. There was moments in this process of this record where I was straight up, like I was suicidal. I was not okay, and music was the thing, that just pulled me out of that rut. It was the only time that, when I was creative and I was writing, that I had this like just moments of peace or moments of serenity in my life, because it was just total, it was just broken. And, at the deepest, darkest point, we wrote this track, Where Did the Angels Go? And it just comes from a very desperate place.
Well, they're back now, that's for sure. We're with Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach. Your calls are next. Toll free, 1-800-344-ROCK. We just began with Where Did the Angels Go from The Connections and The Connection. Another song from that album coming up, and some songs out of the past we think you'll enjoy as well tonight. Going to our first break, Silence is the Enemy. Then your calls for Jacoby Shaddix of Papa Roach. Going back a little bit, no matter what for you there. The evening belongs to Jacoby Shaddix of Papa Roach and you with your calls at 1-800-344-ROCK. That's 7625 at the end there. And our first one tonight from Green Bay, Wisconsin, we welcome David to Rockline. Hi, David.
Hey.
You're on the air. Jacoby's right here for you.
All right, thank you.
What's up, David?
Jacoby, I'm glad to still have you around. I know you're suicidal and stuff, and I'm glad you didn't end your life or anything, because I love the new album. I love Papa Roach. It means a lot to me that you completed that album, went through with it, and I'm glad that your voice got better. My question
thank you very much, man.
You're welcome. My question for you is when to expect the next Papa Roach album?
Honestly, I have no idea. We got a lot. Honestly, we have a lot of touring ahead of us. We're about to go back on another United States tour. We're taking out Escape the Fate and Otherwise on some headliner dates. We're doing a bunch of the big American rock festivals. And then we're going to Europe, and we're doing the same thing in Europe. A bunch of rock festivals and taking Escape the Fate out with us out there. And then after that, I think we're going to South America, a lot of touring. And I think in the process, though, I was talking to my bass player, Tobin, today via text. And we were talking about getting into the studio actually while we're home on this break. And so, no pressure in the writing situation. We just want to get in there and have some fun and see what kind of music comes out. And, so I'm not exactly sure as far as the time frame goes on the next record.
So no songs begging to be finished and get into the studio and record. And, I mean, you can work this album for a couple of years. You know that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we got some songs on here that we believe can be singles. And, the world is a large place, and there's a lot of places to go play shows. And, it's balancing out, our family life with, the music. It kind of stretches out the cycle a little bit more. And because we like to get a little, time home in between tours, and so we'll be out on the road for this one at least another year to a year and a half.
Yeah, and good for you. And David, good call, and I think you reflect all of our sentiments that we're so glad to have you walking the planet with the rest of us.
Yeah, for real, man. It was dark, but I came out on the other side, man. My life is good. It's really good.
Oh, that's really great to hear. Now, I know you've got kids and you've got a son playing football. You were coaching a little ball for a while, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome, man. After I got my vocal surgery, one of the coaches for the Mighty Might Trojan football team, my younger son's team, quit, and they asked me to come out and assist with the kids, and I did so, and it was just such a great experience. I had so much fun, and, just bonding with the other coaches and being able to be there with my kid. Like, it was just epic, man, and I'm telling you, I am loud on the sideline, and I would get those kids so wound up, so pumped up, they wouldn't be knowing what to do with themselves, and it was such a great experience, and watching my son out there playing football, like, that was awesome, man. He scored, I think, like 16 touchdowns this year. He's a little bit of a he's a little bit of a natural athlete. you know, and he takes after his mama in that respect. You know, he's a little bit of a showboat like his daddy, but an athlete like his mama.
But Jacoby don't need no stinking microphone, folks.
No, sir, man. I'm loud enough, dude. Just give me a stage.
That's all he needs. Thanks to David for the call. We'll move on. More of your calls coming up in just a moment. Toll free 1-800-344-ROCK, 1-800-344-7625. Any comments on Before I Die from The Connection before we play it?
Oh man, this track, you know, again, in a very dark place. I remember I needed to go clear my head, and I needed to go, you know, yell at God and throw rocks at the ocean and flip out. And I drove out to Sausalito, down to the ocean, and just bugged out. And I took this CD with this song, the music for Before I Die, with me. And, you know, I went there just not knowing what I wanted to do with my life anymore, and I just was so confused. And I just remember that I started to, you know, flash in front of my eyes all these things that are so beautiful in my life: my family, my band, you know, this music, my children, you know, the P. Roach fans. All these things there's so many great things in my life that I can live for, and so that's where I came from on the on this song, Before I Die.
Here it.
I'm out here on my own.
Before I Die, we're joined by vocalist Jacoby Shaddix, and your calls at 1-800-344-ROCK. And up next, we go to Oklahoma City to the Cat and talk to Brittany. Hi, Brittany.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Brittany?
Hi. Nothing much. How are you?
I'm just chilling here in the studio talking to you.
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, Oklahoma?
I just got to say, you are amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. I try.
Oh, well, I just wanted to ask, like, how you got through all of that. Because I went through that stage of, like, in the state of mind, like, suicidal and all kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was a very dark time, but, you know, I had to change my life straight up. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. Like, I was on a path, like, with like drugs and alcohol that took me straight to the bottom. You know, it took me to a place that was so dark, and I didn't know who I was anymore, and the people around me didn't know who I was. And I remember my brother came to my studio one day, and he's like, "Yo, dude, like, what's up with you, man? Who are you anymore, man? I don't even know." You know, and that was the day I kind of had been waiting for somebody to just kind of rattle me a little bit, you know. And I remember I came home from the studio. I'm like, I came home and I was like, I'm getting sober. I got to clean up again. I can't do this anymore, you know. And after I sobered up and cleaned up, I realized how big of a wreck I had created in my personal life, and I was excommunicated from my house and my family at that point, and that's when everything started to unravel. But you know, I didn't go back to the using and the boozing, and I stayed that path. And I honestly, I did a lot of therapy. I did counseling. I talked with like-minded people that were going through the same stuff, and I got spiritual. And you know, I came out on the other side like a different person, you know. And thank God to my band and to my family, you know, like I reunited my family again. You know, I'm like, all these crazy things that I pushed so far away from me have come back into my life. And it's just a trip to think of my life today as where I'm at right now, and a year ago what my life was like. It's like polar opposites, and I'm so like I don't know. It's right now I trip out how positive my lifestyle is, and how, you know, how I came through, you know. And I thank my friends and my family and all the P. Roach fans, and you know, just everything. I'm in such a better place.
And it's so good to hear that you did that 180 and were willing to share it with your fans and the music on this album, The Connection. We'll take a brief time out. We're back in just a moment. We'll continue with your calls for Jacoby at 1-800-344-ROCK. A reminder that Rockline is brought to you by Fox. Fox knows Sunday is definitely fun day. All new episodes of The Simpsons, The Cleveland Show, Family Guy, and American Dad. The fun kicks off at 8, 7 Central. That is Fox Sunday coming your way. We will talk about who's coming up on the show in just a moment. More music from Papa Roach, more with Jacoby, more of your calls. Wish You Never Met Me takes us to this time out.
Broken home, all alone.
Hi, this is Mark Tremonti, and I'll be here next week taking your live calls on Rockline.
Yes, indeed he will. The Mark Tremonti Project joins us next week on the show. You can call in and speak with those lads. And it's all on rocklineradio.com, our calendar of upcoming guests. The Rockline calendar is brought to you by TurboTax. File your taxes at turbotax.com. We stream our shows for 2 weeks, so you can listen again, and you'll see that after Mark Tremonti and his project is on, Drowning Pool will join us, Seven Dust after that, and then we just booked a show with Richard Patrick and Filter with a new album coming out in late spring, I would say is probably the time for that. We also have a contest for the TV show Touch on Fox, a Sony touchscreen computer television. You got to go online, rocklineradio.com, and check this sucker out, man. It is high class, flying high, cool stuff. It's all at rocklineradio.com. We're back to the phones. Jacoby Shaddix and Papa Roach, our guests tonight on the show from Greenville, South Carolina. Ashlyn, welcome to the program.
Hello, how are you tonight, Jacoby?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking. How you doing, Ashlyn?
Fairly well, just slaving away at the homework, but I thought I'd take some time out for my favorite man in rock and roll.
Good for you.
All right. You sound so sweet.
Yeah, it's actually been a great day because y'all just released a headlining date in Myrtle Beach, so, I'm feeling fantastic.
Yes. Are you coming to the show?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm buying my tickets Friday, Yeah.
Killer. Yeah, we like the House of Blues out there. That place goes off. Myrtle Beach, they got those alligators behind it. They got like an alligator farm. I remember cool. I remember one time we played there and it was raining so much that I went outside with my shampoo and my soap and just hung outside in my shorts and took a shower in the rain. Like it was raining that much.
That's amazing.
I actually remember that. We were standing in line waiting for the doors to open, and we had to walk over puddles of water. It was insane.
Yeah, I was showering at that time. What's up? What's your question? Talk to me.
I would like to ask you, what was the last tattoo you got, and what does it mean to you?
The last tattoo I got was in Minneapolis, Minnesota by a tattoo artist named Kyle Malone at Leviticus Tattoo. I got to prop him out. And I have a big side piece, and it's a skull with a snake wrapped through it. And I have another one on the other side that's the same thing, like a mirror image, but it's a dragon wrapped through it. And those are both me and my wife's Chinese astrological signs. So she is a red snake, and I am a red dragon. And so I finished up the red snake on that side, and it was extremely painful. And, oh, man, I'm telling you. Also, my mother is a red snake as well. So two of the most important women in my life are red snakes. So
wow, that's amazing.
Cool tattoo to
how long
them.
did that take? What time frame?
This tattoo I've got so far on that tattoo on my side, I have 7 hours in it so far. And I probably got like 7 more.
Now, with tattoos, a lot of people are loaded up pretty good when they go get them. How is it getting them sober?
It's painful any which way you try it. You can go in and take as many pills as you want, and it's still going to be painful. There's no way around it, It's just one of those things that you just got to endure it. I remember I went in to finish up this tattoo or continue working on this tattoo I have. And about halfway through, I'm just like, I just don't know how I'm going to finish this. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, but I got to finish it. Like, I can't leave this halfway done, so I have the other side to finish up and my back piece to finish up. And so I got a lot of work ahead of me.
Yeah, you're getting there, though. Thanks to Ashlyn for the call. She'll be seeing you in Myrtle Beach. All the new dates are at paparoach.com. We're talking to a man who got his life back with this album, The Connection, and this is Give Me My Life on Rockline. Yeah, Give Me Back My Life. Mission accomplished by Jacoby Shaddix. We're with Jacoby representing Papa Roach and doing it well on Rockline tonight. The latest album is The Connection. I'm Bob Coburn. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for calling at 1-800-344-ROCK. From Denver, Colorado, I love this name, Giovanni. Giovanni, welcome to the show.
Giovanni, how are you doing?
Good, man. What about you?
I'm good, man. I'm just chilling. I'm in Sacramento right now, back home. Just got off tour. We finished up. Our last date on tour was in Denver.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm just kind of psyched out because we started. We were in the second row of the people until the mosh pit started.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend went to see it, but we didn't get a chance to actually hold your hand or anything.
Oh man, I jumped down in the barricade, man. You didn't catch me on it when I was down there?
Nah, because the people started pushing and they got all in the way.
Oh man, that's how it is, man. First come, first serve when you're in the front rows, baby.
That's it.
What's up, man? Talk to me.
Right?
Yeah, what's your question, Giovanni?
Yeah, my question is just how do you get to writing composition for your songs? What's your inspiration for it?
A lot of my inspiration just comes from my personal life, man, what I'm going through, especially with this last record. My life was just a chaotic mess, and I was learning a lot of lessons, in real time, and I just had to write about it, what I was going through. And, but then there's been other records where, I'll see people going through a chaotic time or some crazy tribulation, and I'll write about their lives. And, I think it's just a process of learning and unlearning the things that I've learned throughout my life through music. And it's cool to be able to express myself through music. And because I don't know how I would really, it's like I'm a steam pot. And when I write songs, it's like I just take the lid off a little bit and let some of that steam out. And it's definitely a healthy way for me to express myself instead of just bottling up all this madness and then just trying to go about my life,
Now, almost all music, the band writes the music, the lyrics are fitted into that because it's just really hard to do otherwise. But did you approach the band and say, hey, I have this idea, something floating around in my head. What can you do musically around it? Does that ever happen?
Well, there was this idea for this track called Leader of the Broken Hearts, and I started humming this melody and Tobin started playing this guitar riff that kind of went along with it. And then we wrote this intro thing for this song, and then it didn't end up being the right song, but the melody and the lyric was solid. And they wrote this other song, and I started humming the melody and the lyric from this other one on top of this new version of the track, and it was like magic. It was total serendipitous moment, where it was like, this is the way it's supposed to be.
Love serendipity. We will play Leader of the Broken Hearts a little later on tonight.
Oh, cool.
That is yet to come. Giovanni, thanks for the call. We'll go to Victorville, California, the high desert, and talk to Jim. Hey, Jim.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Yo, what's up, Jim?
Yeah,
how you doing, bro?
It's cool.
Doing good, man. How are you, Jacoby?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Hey, I called. One thing I wanted to say thanks because your guys' performances have helped me in some spots, and me and my wife caught you guys out in L.A. and in Vegas.
Yeah, both of those were great shows, man.
Yeah,
those were bang. Those were banging.
Yeah, we actually got to meet you in L.A.
Oh, really cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, nice to see you again over the phone.
Yeah. Nice to talk to you again.
The twain shall meet again.
Yeah, heck yeah. We're waiting for you guys to come back out to Cali or Vegas again.
Oh yeah, we'll be cruising through there before you know it, man. And that Vegas show too was slamming. The place, The Joint, we had never played there before, and that place was hopping that night. I mean, Vegas on a Saturday night, can't beat that. You know,
I've been there. That's a good venue too, man.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Yeah, Jim, what you want to ask Jacoby tonight?
I just want I've been watching a lot of your guys' videos lately, and I just had a question about your video for Forever. You guys kind of basically went to a fan made video. I just wanted to see what maybe brought you guys to doing it that way instead of just like you normally do like your videos and stuff.
Oh yeah, well it's for us, incorporating our fans into what we do is very important. You know, we've always tried to be creative with that over the course of the years of, you know, being a rock and roll band, and what better way to do it than incorporate a fan into the creative process of making a music video. And so we shot the live performance stuff in Santa Monica and then sent him the live performance stuff. He cut his own storyline to it and sent us the final edit, and it just blew us away. You know, we spent, a bunch of money working with another guy and made one video, and then, didn't spend any money and did one with a fan. And it was great, man. It's so cool to be able to find those untapped talents out there, these people that are trying to shine, and give them an avenue to, let their art be seen or let their art be heard. We've done another competition for remixes, and we did that for Still Swingin', and there was a bunch of crazy ill remixes, and we picked the one that we love the most. And I think it's just cool to be able to have the fans involved, in what we do, because we know that our fans are, just as passionate about Papa Roach as we are, and that's really cool to know that we got fans out there that are into it, live it, breathe it. It's a lifestyle, that's cool.
And with what Jim was saying, you've helped him and his wife through some tough times with your music, and that kind of completes the cycle. I love that album that Forever is on, the Paramore Sessions, with To Be Loved and Time Is Running Out and Reckless, and there's a bunch of great tracks on there. I always hated that silly edit in Forever, though, where they took out the line about the heroine. It was a double entendre, but a female hero is a heroine.
Exactly. It's like, come on, duh.
Yeah, let's check out.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but this is the whole deal for you here. This is how the song is meant to be heard.
Oh, cool.
In the brightest hour of my darkest, it is time to let you go. One last kiss.
We go. That is Forever from the Paramore Sessions on Rockline. We're joined by Jacoby Shaddix and your calls. More of your calls coming up. If you're on hold, stay there. We'll do our best to get you on the air tonight. Our number remains toll-free as always, 1-800-344-ROCK. Rockline is brought to you by Fox. Sunday, definitely fun day on Fox. All new episodes of all those great animated comedies that they have. The Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, The Cleveland Show. It all begins at 8, 7 Central, and that comes your way on Fox Sunday each and every Sunday. It's not all the time you get to talk to Jacoby Shaddix, though. You can tonight at 1-800-344-ROCK. As we return in just a moment. Won't Let Up takes us to break 3.
Hey, what's up? Stevie from Drowning Pool, and you are listening to Rockline.
Yeah, little Stevie Benton, and of course, Drowning Pool will be on the show shortly. It's all at rocklineradio.com. This portion of Rockline is brought to you by Samuel Adams, for the love of beer. All right, let's take another call for Jacoby tonight from Mad City, Madison, Wisconsin. Mike, you're on Rockline.
Hey, man, how you doing? I just wanted to say, big fan, and I just remember seeing you guys at the Overham Theater quite a few years ago when you were doing the Getting Away from Murder tour. Awesome concert, by the way.
Thank you.
I just wanted to know what was the inspiration for that song, because it's a cool song, and I just wanted to know how that came about.
Getting Away with Murder, that track was, just that line in general was just kind of what I felt like about my personal life. You know, I was just a liar, a cheat, and a thief. And, I was on the wrong path for some years, And that's what I was doing in my personal life, man. I was just getting away with murder, man. Just, people would think I'm up to one thing and I'm up to something else. And, it's pretty cool because the video just took a totally different perspective on it. And I encourage anybody who's listening right now, go get on paparoach.com or go hit up YouTube and check out the official Papa Roach music video for Getting Away with Murder. It's killer, man. We predicted like the stock market crash. Well, not the stock market crash, but the economic bang, boom, terrifying experience through rock and roll music videos. Check it out. It's cool. I'm not making any sense, but
make sure you check that out after the show concludes. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true, huh? Keep listening to us.
That's
right. Yeah, stop listening to us. Go away. No, that's totally.
You want to remain here for just a few more moments. But that is, I remember that video. I remember when that album came out, you guys being on and expressing that sentiment about, man, I feel like I'm getting away with murder. Caught up with you, though, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, but you know what?
And it always does.
That's it, man. But Papa Roach is still swinging.
That's right.
Salt Lake City chimes in with Morgan on the line. Hi.
Hi.
What up, Morgan? How you living?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm just chilling, just enjoying my evening here, hanging out with Bob Coburn.
Yes, sir.
Talking rock, talking to people across America.
That's awesome.
So talk to me.
Yeah, so talk to him.
Ask me a question.
Yeah,
Anything.
So my question.
Yeah.
I heard this rumor from my friend.
Okay.
Is it true that Still Swinging was written to the rhythm of Tobin jumping up and down?
Yes, that is totally correct. I remember we were in the studio. We went down to Los Angeles. We were working with this guy, John Feldman. And we were trying to come up with, let's write a bunch of riffs and see what happens. And so Tobin's like, man, it'd be sick. Like, if we just wrote a song like you could just jump to, one of those slamming, bouncing tracks. And I'm like, Tobin, start jumping, dude. So Tobin started jumping, and we tapped out the rhythm of, the pace of his jump, and we tapped it out, and we took that tempo, and then we started jamming riffs to that tempo, So it was like, down, 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 and it's like the perfect tempo to jump to. So if you you know what I'm saying? Crank that jam on tomorrow morning before school, you know what I'm saying? Turn it on to 10 and jump, and that'll be a great way to start your day.
Will you do that, Morgan?
Definitely. I always do.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That was a little risky, though, because everybody knows that white men can't jump.
Oh, dude. Tobin ain't white. Tobin's Mexican, dog. Ta-da.
You got to love it. Great call, Morgan. Thanks for checking in. That's the one song that John produced on the album, right? I think James Michael did everything else. Yeah. That's cool. What a great concept. So, it just naturally has a rhythm that fits the human body. That's awesome, man.
That's what's up, man.
That is really cool. Well, we heard a little bit of the title track from this album just moments ago, Getting Away with Murder. And from that album, a great Papa Roach song called Scars.
I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is that I can't do much, and my scars remind me that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel it too much, and our scars remind us that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel.
Oh, man, sounds so good. Scars, Papa Roach. Go to rocklineradio.com. Check out who is coming up on the show. The Mark Tremonti Project next week. Drowning Pool the week after. Seven Dust will be here. The whole band taking your calls. Filter and a whole lot more. And you can enter our contest for the show Touch, which is on Fox, starring Kiefer Sutherland. We're giving away a Sony touchscreen computer and television that lets you do everything in one. It is just a cool piece of gear. Be sure to check it out. Rockline is sponsored by Fox. And Fun Day is Sunday. All new episodes, Simpsons, Cleveland Show, Family Guy, American Dad. It all begins at 8, 7 Central. Comes your way Fox Sunday. More with Jacoby, more rock and roll, more of your calls. All the lines are on hold right now. Toll free 1-800-344-ROCK, as they are not Walking Dead. Yeah, a little love-hate tragedy for you there, time and time again. I'm Bob Coburn. We're joined by Jacoby Shaddix, and your calls toll-free, 1-800-344-ROCK. If you have been listening to the entire program, bless you for that, first of all. Secondly, we promoted that we were going to play this song earlier on, and we're going to do it right now. This is the Leader of the Broken Hearts. Another good song from The Connection for you there. That is Leader of the Broken Hearts. Our guest, Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach. And our next call from Marysville, California, up north. Jacoby's in Sacramento. I'm in the L.A. area. Tyler is on the line. Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
What's up, Tyler? How's it going, bud?
Good. You remember me?
Dude, Tyler, you're in Marysville. You're right around the way from me.
The 98 Rock Christmas winter. You gave me a guitar. I went to the studio.
Oh, yeah, dude. You came down to the studio. You and your mother came down to the studio.
Yeah, I have my little brother.
Yeah, dude. How's it going, man? You playing that guitar?
Yeah, I'm actually learning to write songs.
Dude, that's what's up, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we had Tyler down. We did a contest. I think it was with 98 Rock here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
And
27.
yeah, it was like a Christmas wish, and we brought him down to our studio, gave him a guitar, jammed out, played a couple songs for him, let him plug in and get loud with us, and it was cool, man. So what's up, bud? What's your question? Talk to me.
All right. I was wondering, how do you stay connected with your children when you're on the road?
I do Skype quite often. That's my Skype and FaceTime. Those are my two ways to stay connected when I'm not with my kids. And it's cool when I'm on tour in Europe. It's usually around like 6 o'clock in Eastern Europe, and that comes out to be like 8 o'clock in America. And so when I was on tour in Europe, I was able to hang out with them while they had breakfast, and just be able to kick it with them before they went to school. And we did it so often that it's like it almost felt like we were hanging out. Like, yeah, I wasn't physically in the room, but it was just cool to be able to, talk to them about what's going on in school. Have you packed your snack yet? Have you brushed your teeth? Have you put your shoes on? Are you driving your mother crazy? And if you are, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's interesting to try to parent from half the world away, but somehow I managed to do it.
Yeah, but it's the next best thing. So, Tyler, I'm curious. How old are you?
I am 12.
You're 12 and you're learning to write songs already? Good for you, man.
That's awesome, man. Keep rocking, dude.
And make. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, make that guitar work for you. Make it part of who you are.
All right. Thanks. I was also wondering, how old are your kids right now?
My older son, Mikhail, is 10 years old. He's about to be 11, actually, this month. And my younger son, Jagger, is 8 years old. And they're running wild. They love it. They're just living life free. It's killer. They play sports. They play drums. They drive me crazy sometimes. It's excellent.
Is that going to do it for you, those two, do you think?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Oh, you put me on the spot. Yeah, we're going for one more. We got one more on the way.
A muffin in the oven, huh?
Yeah, we got a baby in the oven, man. So come September, I'll be a dad again.
Congratulations. That is awesome. And Tyler, very cool call.
My ladies would be like, "Why'd you say that on the radio?" I'd be like, "I had to." Yeah, we're having another kid. It's excellent. I'm super stoked.
Bob made
a healthy baby.
Bob made me do it. We have Paige on the line in Lawrence, South Carolina. Paige, you're on the show.
Hey, Jacoby.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
All right. How are you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm just enjoying my life, day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour.
Congrats on the new kid.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
It's all over now.
Yeah, people know now. It's good. It's all good. I like to make babies. I like the action.
Is it a boy or a girl?
I have no idea. It's too soon.
Okay.
It's too early.
You'd be a great daddy to a little girl.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, I'd be a sucker for a little baby girl. Come on.
Yeah, you would be.
Paige, before we run out of time, I got to ask you to get to your question. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going. What is your preference as far as meeting fans? Rather do it in a meet and greet or hanging out on at the bus after the show?
It's all the above. I mean, I'll be hanging out, on a day off. I'll go hit up a mall or something and go see a movie or whatnot, and I'll meet people that are, we're going to the show tomorrow, and it's just cool to be able to exchange some words with some people out there that feel P. Roach and, see what you guys are up to, see what your passions are, see what other bands you guys like, what other bands you guys go see live, and so I think, the connection with our fans is definitely an important aspect for who we are, and also after the show, we'll roll out and sign autographs by the bus. If it is raining or it is below 20 degrees, it's not happening. I got to be honest.
I don't think I'll ask you why. That is self-explanatory without a doubt.
Yeah.
Paige, thank you for the call and a couple of South Carolina calls that we checked out today on Rockline. We got to play another song right now. This is some Metamorphosis, and I haven't played this when you've been on the show, I think, since the album came out. This is a great tune, Lifeline.
Oh, rad.
Love the song, love the way it ends. There's actually a little part that trails on after that. If you're a big fan, you're well aware of that. We have to take a time out. We're not done yet. Come back with us on the other side. You're listening to Rockline in BC, and we will breathe you in right now.
Every day I
Where did those angels go, huh? Hey, thanks for listening. Great calls tonight, everybody. Thanks to our affiliate radio stations. Also to Tom Romano and Paul Boris at KGBY in Sacramento. To our good friend Full Metal Jackie. Yeah, good job up there. Jackie Kaiser, everybody else at 10th Street Entertainment. And to you, Jacoby. Thanks for taking the time and talking to your fans and having some fun with us on Rockline.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you, Bob. I appreciate it, man.
Right back at you. We're out of time. I got to run on BC, and I'll be seeing you. Rockline has been brought to you by the Sunday Comedies. Sundays at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Rockline is produced by Greg Jernigan and assisted by William Howell and mixed by Jimmy Rash. I'm Bob Coburn. Thanks for listening.